Hello everyone. Whenever we talk about doping, what comes to mind is a substance, a person using a substance which increases the stamina or strength, which helps him perform better in the athletics or any sporting event. And what if I tell you that this doping is not just limited to the substances, it is also related to the technological side. For example, somebody may be using a shoe that enhances the capability of the runner. We all have seen various examples. Normally with athletes you will see wearing spikes because spikes give better grip, or some shoes have better foam. So what if there are specially designed shoes which enhances the speed of an athlete? So there was a shoe, with reference to the Tokyo Olympics, a Vaporfly shoe that was made by Nike, and it is believed that it can reduce the fatigue of the individual, and at the same time it can increase the speed at which athlete runs by up to 4% compared to the best or a comparable shoe in the same segment. And this came to light that how effective the shoe was when a marathon runner was able to finish his marathon, of course, in less than 2 hours. And people realized the significance of the shoe. Now, what if the shoe was available to only certain individuals? That would mean that the technology overpowers the human effort. And this is not just one incident. So these are Vaporfly shoes, by the way, were known as the super shoes. Now this was not one event, as it was seen during the 2008 Beijing Olympics, where the people were wearing swimming trunks or swimsuits, which were mimicking the shape of the shark. Shark is one of the best swimmers and it can swim very fast. So to mimic that hydrodynamics of a shark and to provide for better buoyancy, these swimsuits were very, very effective. In fact, these are known as LZR racer swimsuit. Now, after a point of time, the doping agency, they realized that this is providing an unfair advantage. So they provided certain restrictions. They defined certain standards. I am giving you some points while I'm discussing because these are the main issues that I want to discuss for UPSC Civil Services. And it doesn't end at the swimsuit. What about a shirt? A shirt that enhances your capability. There is a shirt created by a New Zealand-based company known as Ionized shirt. Interesting, right? So this shirt has an electromagnetic charge. It is negatively charged, and it is believed that once the person wears the shirt, the blood vessels that carry the blood. So there is less adhesiveness between the blood vessels and the blood. So this means there is better blood flow and therefore the person has better stamina and strength. So again, an unfair advantage compared to those who are not wearing it. And then moving forward, there is another technology which is known as interactive materials. Now this is good for coaching. For instance, let's say we take a basketball player who wears a sleeve. Right? In basketball, person is shooting, he has certain postures. So what if this sleeve that he wears, it has certain sensors and it is communicating with the computer. So it is telling the hand movement, all the biomechanics, and it is trying to create the muscle memory. And the moment a person makes an error or does something wrong, it gives an audio feedback. So the athlete knows. Now what if this is used in real-time sport? So this could be misused, and this is an example of technological doping. And then moving forward, we have like various examples. We have an example of artificial limbs. For example, in the Paralympics, the people who have who are specially able, basically. So somebody who has an amputated arm or a leg. So in that case, maybe somebody has a better prosthetic. So that would provide them a better advantage in the racing-like event, or better strength. If an arm is made of some material, that is providing them better strength or better length of the arm. So this provides an unfair advantage to one vis-a-vis the other. Hence, we are calling them as technological doping. Now, these raises certain issues. Number one issue, we need to distinguish between technological advancement and technological doping. For instance, let's consider I am wearing a kurta made of cotton. So let's say I'm swimming. This cloth will drag me. In fact, anybody of you who just jumps into the beach or the water swimming pool with normal clothes, it will create a drag. It will pull you back. But swimsuits are a welcome advantage. And many times it is seen in terms of competition, these things are introduced, scientific advancement takes place, and that ultimately percolates into the society. So it makes the life or human civilization better. But we need to ensure that this thing is not misused. It does not provide an unfair advantage. Now, one way of classifying this, ensuring that it does not provide unfair advantage, is to remember the 3 A's. So first A is availability. Let's say we are talking about Vaporfly shoe, right? So the Vaporfly shoe should be available not just in USA. Let's say this technology was made in USA, it should be available to an African, an underdeveloped country, or in India also. At the same time, it should not just be available, that is, it's there in the stocks. It should be accessible. Person should be able to go to the market and buy it, or his coach should be able to get it. And it doesn't end at accessibility, it should ensure that there is affordable. The thing is affordable, the person is able to buy it. And given that, especially in India's case, many of the athletes require subsidy and some sort of support, this can create an exclusion. This can create an inequity in terms of medals. The country with our technologically advanced, for example, USA, we see they are winning more medals. So technology is playing a major role over there. So this is very, very important. And other way of restricting this technological doping is having some sort of standards. So in Formula 1 and many other racing events, we see that there are well-defined standards, and the same can be applied in the case of athletic sports. So this is all we have in this particular analysis on technological doping, and this is a perfect example where we can look at sports, science and tech, and ethics cumulatively. Therefore, this topic is very, very important. So thank you for streaming in with me, Shubhashish Singh Rehal. Bye bye, take care, and all the best.